Have you ever gone to a coffee shop, unsure of what to order, saw all the different options on the menu, and wasn't sure what it was? Today I will go over the 4 different types of roasts, the different types of options, as well as what are in those drinks. In the United States, there are only 2 states that grow coffee, California and Hawaii. There are 4 different categories that the different roasts and beans will fall under. There is light roast, medium dark, and dark roast. Your light roast, which is going to look a little bit more clear, is roasted the least amount, making it the most potent that'll have the most caffeine in it. It is also processed the less, which is why your beans and your coffee at the end are lighter. Next, you have your medium roast. Your medium roast is a little bit darker. It has a little bit more of a fuller taste to it. It is also known as the American roast or the breakfast roast. Next, you have your medium dark roast. Your medium dark roast will be roasted a lot more than what the light roast is. It is also known as the full city roast. It will have a more bittersweet aftertaste to it. And lastly, you have the dark roast. The dark roast is roasted the most, and it is at least able to be seen through. It is also known as the French roast or the Italian roast. The dark roast will have the least acidic to it because it is cooked the longest, therefore has a little bit more oily texture to it, causing it to have a more shiny top. According to the National Coffee Association, the best ratio for water to coffee grounds, also known as the golden ratio, is 2 tablespoons of grounds to 6 ounces of hot water. They recommend your water being at 140 degrees because it is what processes the beans and the flavor the most. All of these roasts combined with different ingredients, mostly milk products, are what gives you your different options of coffees. There are 3 different types that I will go over today: the cappuccino, the flat white, and the cafe American. Your cappuccino is a 3-layered coffee. Your first layer is an espresso. An espresso is one of the most used coffees when making different drinks. Espresso is a dark roast coffee made by a small amount of water forced through coffee grounds. Next, the cappuccino will have a layer of steamed milk, which is milk that is heated and has air put into it. Lastly, your third layer is froth. Froth is a heated milk shaken to form foam and can easily be made at home by taking milk and putting it in a jar, shaking it, and putting it in the microwave for a few seconds. Lastly, the cappuccino is usually topped with some chocolate shavings or some type of powder. The cappuccino can come in multiple flavors. Next, you have the flat white coffee. Your flat white coffee starts with an espresso shot, then is topped with your steamed milk. Lastly, you have your cafe Americano, which is just a shot of espresso with hot water added to it. It is founded in World War II when they were trying to make their coffee last a little bit longer for the soldiers. Now, instead of ordering the same thing, you know a little bit more to expand your selection. In conclusion, I went over the 4 different types of coffee: the light roast, the medium dark, and the dark roast. Then I went over 3 different options that most coffee shops have: the cappuccino, the white flat, the cafe Americano, and then I included what is all in each of the drinks. Hopefully this helps the next time you are wondering what to get and are unsure.